Welcome everybody to the channel. If you're new, you're welcome. Inspector C now having a bit of a break at the motorway cafe on the M6. Just taking a break. It's not been too bad today on the M6. Usual stopping and starting occasionally, and not too many delays, but the weather, as I say, this weekend's been atrocious. It's been pouring rain, of course, in the summer, July. First week in July. It's just like not much change since June. Anyway, folks, thanks again for all the new people who subscribed to my channel. Thank you sincerely, very much. Thank you very much. Cheers. I did make a video before about when the Labour Party have got in now, which is supposed to be for the average person, the average working person who wants to have more money in the pocket and stuff like that. And the Con Party have gone. They've disappeared from the face of the earth, basically, and hopefully they won't come back for some time. And we're not going to get ripped off anymore. We're not going to be abused by them anymore. We're not going to be used and make to pay more in the long term. So that's a good thing anyway. Hopefully Labour will help the average person and be able to sort of have more money in the pocket, just like the Conservatives are going to say, but not in the same ridiculous way by putting all the bills up. Yeah, so the tax, the licence fee is still a tax, but folks, wherever you look at it, it's a tax by the government. Many years ago, obviously in the 40s, when the licence tax came about, there wasn't much television on the television to watch. So the BBC say you had to have the government and the BBC wanted a licence fee to pay for programmes and stuff like that. Obviously, in this day and age, things have changed. You've got Netflix, you've got Amazon, you've got Disney. And various other channels which are independent and don't need taxation to fund them. So the BBC has become out of date in this present day, as it is. There's so much streaming now on the internet, and of course everybody has got a phone. Everybody has a phone basically. If I don't know many people, it's the older generation, in sort of 80s, 90s now, who've really not got a phone. Because basically everything you can watch on a television, it's on your phone, folks. And the old detective vans coming round and checking on you, it never come back, and it's just a scaremongering tactic at the time. But terrestrial television is no longer viable into a situation that every household, most households now. Well, I just got from my internet provider and my mobile phone company, they've got new package deals now, like fibre optics and stuff like this, and that's what it's about. Things move on in life, you know. Things get better, sometimes they get worse. But as I said, the internet is mainly in a lot of places where the population is. You know, I mean, you might get something in Wales, somewhere up in Scotland, somewhere a bad spot. But generally speaking, most of the coverage is between 80 to 90% coverage of this country now, maybe more. So the old excuse before, when one of the Labour, not the Labour, the con men, the Conservative Party, who was in charge of the licence situation, said that there's not enough coverage in the whole of the UK to turn off the licence fee, to stop the licence fee, because people couldn't get it only on terrestrial television. Well, that doesn't work anymore, because most people, like the generation that the BBC want them to pay for a licence, especially the iPlayer. You can get the iPlayer on your telephone, on your phone, smartphone. So the smart TV, smartphone, whichever you're actually using. So the TV is portable, it goes round where you want to do. So the BBC and this new charter agreement, people have to understand things have changed, folks. Things change. I'm in my car now. If I wanted to watch the BBC, I've got internet access. I go onto the iPlayer if I wanted to, on my app on the phone, subscribe to it, watch, about say 10 o'clock in the morning now, I could watch a bit of news while I'm having a break from driving, stuff like that. So wherever you are, you don't have to have a television set anymore. You've got one right in front of you, which I'm talking to now. You know, it's basically a mobile phone, a smartphone, but it's a television. It's everything, you know, that you want it to be, communications and stuff like that. And that's what I'm trying to say. With YouTube, it's what YouTube's so great and developed so good to communicate with people and have channels and your own channel, like I've got Reform BBC here, and that's what it's about, folks. So if you can understand, not just because you want to become license free. I had some comments that I'm evading a TV license. I'm not evading anything, folks. I'm not evading anything. All I'm doing is doing what I want to do, watch what I want to do on a device, which is a phone, basically, on a TV set, whatever, in my home. I watch things that I want to watch. Now, you know, they don't come knocking on my door and saying, what are you doing? It's none of their business. And that's what I say. So when I get home now, I'm on my way home shortly, there'll probably be a letter, folks. And we'll look into that on the channel when I get back. Another letter for this month, saying this and saying that. You know, another £1,000 fine coming up, another court case, another this, another that. Big red light letters saying frightening, intimidation. Now, this is the third or fourth letter. Now that could be classed as intimidation by just a corporate company, which is the BBC, supposed to be your auntie, but they're not auntie anymore. They're not. That's a thing of the past, many years ago. But they don't need to do that. But the point is, like I've said many times on this channel, when I'm going to sit down with you, or sit down here and chat to you, they got no evidence against me because I don't watch terrestrial television. So they come knocking on my door, but probably in a couple of weeks, maybe, or next month or something, and they say, we come to check for what? That you got a, you need a TV license. You have to have a TV license. I don't have to have a TV license. I don't have to have a TV license unless I'm watching live programs and the BBC iPlayer. So I'm not watching that. So goodbye. Shut your door. So that's what you do, folks. That's what you do. It's simple as that. It's no big deal. It's just as simple as that. But why people get... I don't want to see anybody else get fined on your doorstep. I don't want to see anybody get fined. If you try and understand, if you know what to do, it's like doing anything in life. You find out the facts and you find out where you stand. And that's what the aim of the channel is here. That's what it's about. For you to understand that I'm documenting it all here. If they do come together, we'll handle the situation with them. And you can all see it in light of day if they come. They may not come for a couple of months. They may never come. They may come, whatever. It doesn't really matter. When by 2027, hopefully, this TV license will be a thing of the past. The BBC will come to the senses because they've got BBC studios. They've got other ways of making money other than the TV license, to say that to fund your programs, and they waste all your money on stupid things, and like I said, because they've got an endless pit of money from every household, and that's got to change, folks. Like I say, anyway, the only way it can change, is you out there knowing what your rights are, what you can do, what you can watch. You can watch catch up, as long as it's not live. And of course, one great channel I've always talked about is obviously Chilly John Carney. He's got loads and loads of stuff and on there to explain to you what you can do and you can't do, what's legal, not legal, and all the rest of it. So he's coming up to, he's been doing it for a while. He's a great guy, and have a look on his channel, Chilly John Carney, and he'll explain things to you. I'm just here to pass on the message that what you got to do, if you knock on the door and you stop paying your license fee, It's not the end of the world. They're not going to fine you. They're not going to do anything. If they come knocking on your door, you don't have to reply to them or reply to any letters or whatever. You can do the declaration, which I have done, but it seems to make no sense to them. You know, they don't sort of, and they keep sending letters. It doesn't make any sense anymore to do it. I want you to do to stop the letters, but they keep coming. So anyway, once they come, all you need to do is just say, no, thank you very much. I don't watch your programs. I'm not subscribing to your channel. You know, your iPlayer. I don't watch any live television. Goodbye, and shut your door, and wave them goodbye, and that is it. As I said, they can't get a warrant to come into my property, to my house, because I'm not watching anything. So if they went to a magistrate, it's got to be a dodgy one, because where's the evidence they've got to go to a magistrate and say, we believe this Mr. whatever his name is, or expect to see, he's watching TV without a licence. Right, okay, we'll give you, where's the evidence to give you a search warrant to come into his property? The police can't come into your property unless they've got a search warrant. So we'll see what happens, folks. Like I said, that's the simple thing that I'm doing this channel for, is to make people aware and not to get anybody fined. No more fines from the doorstep. I mean, there was 50,000 people fined last year, or you know, 50,000 people. So it's £1,000 a week, £1,000 a month. Sorry, 1,000 people a week. I just want to stop it. I just want to stop people getting that situation. I'm not going to be one of them. So the same for you. You can be the same. Anyway, folks, I'm going to end it there. Thanks again to all the new people, and thanks, Greggs, for having a nice cup of tea at the motorway. I had a nice bacon sandwich as well, fairly, you know, about £3.20 or something. You know, nice. That's Greggs. Thank you very much, Greggs, for the bacon sandwich and the cup of tea. Anyway, folks, we're going to go. Thanks very much for all the new people. It's great to see, and I hope the message is getting across. And let me know in the comments if you have any problems. If they come knocking on their door, you know what to do. I'm here. And thanks very much if you comment and you give it a thumbs up, you know, anything. And we're on the same journey together. If you're going to be license free like Inspector C, you know what to do. I mean, hopefully I'm not going to get fined, and you know, everything will be fine.